Price cuts are on an upward trend. Active listings have leveled out. Pendings are holding steady overall, but week to week they've been volatile. Let's break down the numbers.
Let's start off with number of weekly gross pendings. So the pendings, again, are homes that they went under contract. So the buyer submitted the offer and the seller accepted. And we're counting gross pendings for this one, not net. And these are ever since I started tracking from January 19th up until yesterday, August 16th. So as you can see, the peak is going to be for the week ending on June 28th, where we had 12 pendings, the highest since tracking began. And then the low is going to be for the week ending on April 19th, where we only had 1 pending, likely suppressed by Easter holiday. Despite these short bursts that we have here above earlier ceilings, as we saw in February and March, the overall trajectory appears to be holding steady. And we did have 8 homes go pending this last week, so that's great news. Next, we have the number of active homes for sale. So this is just generally showing us what the supply levels were ever since February 22nd. So as we can see, inventory actually began climbing here in mid to late April, and then it was on an upward trajectory, of course, as expected, going all the way up until mid-June. Since the mid-June peak, supply has stabilized and slightly declined, as we can see here, now holding in a relatively stable range. As of this morning, we have 108 truly detached homes available for sale. On April 30th, we had 79 active homes available for sale. On June 19th, we had 112. So that's nearly a 42% increase in just about 7 weeks. Next, we have our number of weekly price cuts since I started tracking from January 19th. And clearly, as you can see, it's on an upward trend. So we did have 2 peaks that tied. So those are 16 price cuts within a single week. And the first one is going to be for the week ending on May 17th, and then the second one was for the week ending on July 12th. The low that we had is going to be for the week ending on July 5th with only 2 price cuts, likely suppressed by the 4th of July holiday. This last week from August 10th till 16th, we saw 10 price reductions, showing continued elevated activity. This aligns with supply and demand pressure. As inventory levels spiked in May and June here, more sellers responded with price reductions. I've also noticed a pattern that ever since we hit May, every 2 to 3 weeks, the weekly price reduction count is in the double digits.
And again, I'm Tara Ravenbach, your La Jolla native insider and market analyst. More on this next week. And please click that follow button if you want to stay up to date with the La Jolla detached market every single week.